Hello everyone, this is Gabriel with part 2 of the update. I'm a little bit more calm now. I'm still excited, but I'm just going to tone it down a little bit so that I can be more clear and communicate better. Okay, so we are going to go over the financial market report, the daily financial market report, starting with the Forex market. So with Australian Canadian dollar on the current market value, we're buying that. So we've been holding that for 3 weeks. And on the other end, for current market movement, we're selling that. And this is a new trend, but it's not confirmed. So some of you may be wondering, what does all this mean? Now, for those of you who are used to the old financial market report, you may remember I had something called the MAS score on there. I no longer have the MAS score, but I do still have the fire that indicates that it is still an MAS, meaning there is a market alignment. Okay, so just to keep it simple, you see where it says on the first one here, Australian Canadian dollar buy and Australian Canadian dollar sell. Well, they're opposite, so they're not aligned. And you see here where it says Australian Swiss buy, Australian Swiss buy, these two are aligned. So definitely it's on fire. Okay, now when we have a lot of these, then we know that everything is going in our favor, and that means that that's more money for you in your account. Now, as I go through this whole report, you're going to see a pattern, and you're going to see exactly what's going on, what's taking place, and how the market is making its moves and how money is growing in the market. And it will be also in your favor as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the charts. That's another thing that's very new with the reports. I will go over the charts now. I will start showing you guys the charts that I'm using. Now, I won't show you the whole chart because I do have people in our network that pay big money to learn this, and it wouldn't be fair, it wouldn't be right. But you'll at least get to understand what it means by new trend, not confirmed, continue holding, etc. It's better if you see a visual on the charts, okay? So I'll go ahead and show you that, starting with the Australian Canadian dollar. So here we are, we're looking at the current market, value of Australian Canadian dollar. And as we can see, these main lines that we want to pay attention to are the white, blue, and also orange, okay? And with that being said, let me go ahead and clear up some of the other stuff so they won't be in the way. I do apologize for that. I'm going to just clear up the charts here so we can have a clear view of everything and nothing else in the way. And there we have it, guys. So we have the white, the blue, and the orange. And as we can see on the CMV, that's being bought, guys. So we're still buying that. That's why we are continuing to hold that. And then we also have on the current market, movement a sale. And that's why we have here on Australian Canadian dollar, there is a sale on that. And so it is a new trend, as we can see, but it's not confirmed. Why is it not confirmed? Well, we see the orange line hasn't bent yet. It also hasn't bent. So we have the white one taking on a new trend, the blue one confirming the white movement, but we're waiting for that orange line to also confirm. And so that's why on this report, it's not confirmed. Okay. Now, does it mean that we could take the sell? Yeah, eventually maybe the orange will confirm, but guys, I like to be sure when I do stuff, so that's why I want you to also be sure. I know you're unable to actually see the full scope of things, but I want to be able to visually give you as much of the resources as I possibly can so that you can also use this information to place your trades and make a successful trade in any financial market, whether it's the Forex market, whether it's the cryptocurrency market, whether it's the commodities market, indices market. It doesn't even matter. Even if it's the stock market, you can do the same thing here, guys. This is absolutely amazing. All right. So let's get right to the next one here. We have Australian, Swiss, and we have both buys. So this here is on fire. Whenever you have both buys, it's beyond confirmation everywhere. So we have a buy here that's on fire. And if we go to the current market value, we also have another buy. Absolutely amazing, guys. It's on fire. Okay. Let's go to Australian dollar versus Japanese yen. The same is true there. We're going to go there and we see CMV is a buy. And we also see current market movement, a buy. The confirmation is just, guys, profits. Don't miss out. Oh my goodness. Australian versus New Zealand dollar. So we don't see an agreement here, but that doesn't mean anything because we can see that change in any moment, right? So we see Australian versus New Zealand. Here we have on current market movement. This is a sell. And on current market value, we have a buy. Now, I will say this. On current market value, the main important one to really pay attention to is the white. The white. So sometimes you'll see on current market value, the blue and the orange might be going in a whole different direction. But hey, that's okay. As long as the white on this chart is going where it's going, then we're good. So current market value, we see that's matching just fine on here as well. And let's go on to, but we don't have an alignment, right? So let's go on to current market movement and current market value on Australian versus the US dollar. We have current market value, a strong buy, and we have current market movement. Guys, we have, oh, look at this. Very interesting. We have a buy. And it's an ongoing trend, but we can see that there is definitely some resistance that's about to take place. And so this definitely will have to be not confirmed. I'll go ahead and put that on there. Now, I will say this. Some of you may be wondering like, oh, how come that's not on there right now? And that's because current market movement, remember what I said, either on this video or the previous video, part 1. Current market movement, you're going to make your profit. Let's go back and look at this, okay? Current market movement, you're going to make, current market movement, you're going to make your profit from 1 to 5 days. So we're expecting some profit to come in by at least the end of this week. Now, remember, the shorter the time frame, how can I put it? The more movement you're going to get, okay, if that makes any sense. So because we're looking for profits to come in on current market movement at the end of the week, we should expect that on average, sometimes you may have some interruptions with that movement, maybe once or twice within that week. So that's normal. Okay, and that's one of the reasons why we always place our trades on Tuesdays of every week. So if you place your trade on, for example, I'm gonna give you a better understanding of what I mean by that. Okay, so let's just say the market opens on Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is like it opens up in Australia. Okay, and it closes on Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time in New York, okay? But let's start on Sunday. Let's say Sunday, I'm anxious and I can't wait. 2 p.m. comes and I see a trade and I decide to place a trade. But that's a little bit too early, and here's why. Over the weekend, all of that information, the buying and the selling, are going to all of the computer databases, okay? So it hasn't even had time to calculate everything. So here we are on Sunday, we place a trade. Keep that in mind, what I said about all the information coming in over the weekend, all the purchases around the world, okay? Being calculated by these computers, but they're not as fast as you and I might think, all right? They're fast, but they're not faster than, our emotions, which is basically what the market gauges, current market movement gauges at least, but that's a discussion for another time. So Sunday comes, I'm too anxious, I want to place a trade, and so I say, I'm gonna go ahead and buy the euro dollar, for example. Next thing you know, trade might be doing good. I'm in a good buy position on Sunday. Then all of a sudden, Monday comes along, and then all of a sudden, it changes to a sell position. That's usually what happens during the week on any given week. And then Tuesday comes along, and then it readjusts. Tuesday comes along, and everything readjusts, and it goes right back to the buy. Well, guess what? You might ask yourself, well, what's up with this up and down jumpy movement? Well, remember what I mentioned earlier. When the market first opens, it's opening with limited data. It hasn't calculated all of the purchases that has taken place over the weekend around the world. So by the time Tuesday comes along, guess what? Most of that information is now being calculated. At least 85% of that information. So you're better off placing your trades on Tuesdays of every week. Mondays or Tuesdays, but if you want to play it very, very safe, Tuesdays are the best days to place your trades if you're going to take current market movement trades. And then by the time Thursday comes along, you can go ahead and collect your profits for the week. Or Friday, you can go ahead and collect your profits for the week. Okay? So that's one of the reasons why we usually practice waiting on Mondays or Tuesdays. Okay? So if we talk in percentages, Sunday, maybe 10% of that information has come into the market, and you're going to base your trade off of 10% of information, not really that wise. So then by the time Monday comes along, we're at 50% of the information. You're still taking the chance. It's 50-50, okay? You got a little bit more information to work with, but still taking a 50-50 chance. But by the time Tuesday comes around, you're at 85% of the information calculated from all around the world going into the computers, telling you which direction that asset is going for that particular week in that particular market. Well, then guess what? Now you're making a better decision, and that's what happens with current market movement. And that's kind of what we saw here with Australian versus the US dollar. We're starting to see now, today is Monday, so this trade has been calculated. These reports have been calculated for Monday. And so we're starting to see that there is a trend that's about to possibly go against our buy move. It hasn't completely gone against it yet because the blue and the orange have not agreed or come into confirmation. So that's what we have here, guys. I know it's a lot of information, guys. So I do encourage you to watch this video again. I will end this video because I think I went a little too long on this video, but I highly encourage you guys, if you want to learn more, there's a lot to learn. If you get access to our Google Drive as well as our Google Docs, you're going to be able to study the information. I have video archives going back to 2019, all right, where I demonstrate month by month, placing trades at the beginning of the month and at the end of the month, collecting profits. Guys, that's just on current market value. So now I will be demonstrating both. I've done it before, current market movement and current market value. But right now I'm encouraging you to go to the website, check us out. There's so much more to talk about that I won't talk about on the updates. I'll have other videos, and I really want you guys to listen up, learn, and make some profits, guys. This is definitely the time right now. I'll see you on the next video. God bless.